Well, now that cities like Chicago can no longer deprive law-abiding Americans of their constitutional right to keep and bear arms, do you think that we can expect to see more shooting ranges, more firearms retail shops, more gun shows taking place within these cities, within these jurisdictions?
Well, you have to start with the understanding, and I think we all can see this from public statements from the elected officials. A lot of elected officials in the major cities in this country are just viscerally, emotionally anti-gun, and nothing is going to change that. And you think about it, they have only seen the worst possible view of firearms in their city, the anti-personnel use by criminals. Ironically, in places where the law-abiding citizens can't own guns, and the bad guys in those cities use it to create all sorts of mayhem. That's the only use they see of guns. The fundamental problem with that is they don't recognize the rest of America. They don't recognize that over 99% of firearms are never misused. The billions of rounds of ammunition that are produced every year are not all near misses. These are all used for legitimate purposes, for target shooting, for sports shooting, and for self-defense. They don't recognize that. It's going to be very difficult for us to get them to recognize that fact and permit these kinds of legitimate activities like shooting ranges and gun stores to be open within their boundaries. I think all of us can help that because if you consider, for example, the concealed carry debate, the prediction was there's going to be blood in the streets if we allow people, licensed law-abiding citizens, to own firearms and carry them. Didn't happen. I think when they see that law-abiding citizens in the cities are not going to be the ones that abuse the right to own firearms. They're peaceful, they use them to protect themselves and their family and for other legitimate purposes. I think that may open their eyes a little bit. Maybe that's wishful thinking. But I think all of us, all the viewers here, all the members of the responsible shooting sports community can help them by being models of responsible conduct with their firearms and help these people in the cities realize that their fellow citizens don't change just because now they're allowed to own a firearm. If they were good citizens before, they'll be good citizens going forward. And the more that image of the law-abiding gun owner takes root in the cities, as we know it already has in the rural areas of this country, the better the chances are for recognizing sport shooting activities and ranges and gun clubs and firearms dealers in the big cities. Mayor Daley right now has said he doesn't want any gun stores in the city of Chicago. It's another one of these nonsensical sorts of things that big city mayors seem to say and not realize how crazy they are while they're uttering them. So I look forward to the day when that will happen, that people will be able to fully enjoy their Second Amendment rights regardless of where they live, and that's clearly the intent of the McDonald decision. For now, it's pretty clear that the city can't impose unnecessary, unduly harsh restrictions to circumvent the highest court in the land when they say you, as an individual citizen, regardless of where you live, have the right to armed self-defense within your home as a fundamental constitutional right.
And we've already seen in Chicago, one of the most dangerous cities in the United States, how well gun control has actually worked.
Exactly. I mean, they've had a ban in place for all these years, and yet they say there are too many guns out there. I don't understand the logic. I will never understand the logic of saying we control the bad guys by disarming the good guys. That just makes no sense to me. I think the court agrees with us there.
Well, Steve, thank you so much for joining us today. For everyone at home, thank you for listening. I'm Ted Novin at the National Shooting Sports Foundation. Have a great night.